Thoughts are things. All right. Namaste. Peace to the gods and goddesses on planet Kai. All right. I want to talk about how thoughts are things because basically, gotta get this to my baby so she could keep our baby healthy. Here you go. Wear this. You don't want to wear it? Why not? It's for the baby. So yeah, thoughts are things, and in order for us to stay on course with what it is that the spirit has for us, we have to number one keep the right thoughts. All right, because the tricksters out here could cause you to basically think against yourself, and if you think against yourself, then you pretty much defeated yourself, and that's their way of defeating you. Why? Because thoughts are things. Thoughts can actually cause a person to lose weight. There's a study that showed that these there was an experiment done where they gave a control group placebos. So the placebo is actually a pill that does not actually contain the ingredients that the actual medicine does. So there was a study that went to diet pills, and these diet pills pretty much um, there was a control group that did not receive the diet pills, and then there was a group that did receive the diet pills. The ones that did receive the diet pills lost weight, and the ones that didn't receive the diet pills also lost weight. So that right there shows you that it's not actually the diet pill that causes a person to lose weight. It's not actually the medicine that does anything. All right, it's the thought that activates the body and causes the body to do whatever it is that the mind is commanding it to do. Why? Because the mind is the commander in chief. All right. I know for me, one time I was in the hospital. I was attached to all these to this machine. It had tubes running all up in my body. Um, my heart was racing. That's why I had to come to the hospital, and my heart wouldn't stop. So because my heart wouldn't stop racing, um, called the ambulance. The ambulance came to my house. The paramedics tried to get my heart to slow down, and they couldn't get my heart to slow down for nothing at all. Like it was like, yo, we can't get your heart to slow down, so we're gonna have to take you to the hospital. I was like, damn. So when I got to the hospital, by the time I got there, my mouth I couldn't really move. I couldn't really talk. I couldn't even move my body as much. Okay, so in my mind, what I said to myself while I was laying up in the hospital, and they had all these machines attached to my body, trying to figure out what the hell's going on with my heart. I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna visualize myself walking out of this hospital. All right. My sister showed up. She didn't know what the hell was going on. She was there. All right. And she's a witness. She could tell you that she saw this herself. So as I was connected to this machine, I really couldn't move much. I couldn't barely talk. I laid in a hospital bed and I was looking at the door that was in front of me to exit the room. So as I was looking at it and I'm in the bed, I just visualized myself walking out of the door. All right. Now, mind you, at this moment, I'm in the bed, still attached to all these machines, all these tubes running through my body. They ain't trying to keep me alive. They don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what's going on. And so I just began to visualize this, and I began to talk to myself. I was doing like self-talk and like kind of internalizing it because I couldn't even really move my mouth. So I was basically saying I will live, I shall not die, I'm gonna live and declare the works of the God within me. I'm going to fulfill my purpose, things of that nature. All right. And I was like, nah, I'm not finished yet. There's more that I need to do. I got more work to do. Um, I'm not leaving right now. That's not my choice. I'm choosing not to leave this planet, this realm at this moment. Okay. Now, this went over a period of like maybe hours, right? I was in the hospital. Ooh, that's nice. I was in the hospital for hours. I don't know how many hours, but it was getting late. You know, it was late at night. Um, this occurred in the evening. Uh, so doctors is in and out. They trying to figure out what the hell's going on with me. Um, and so to make a long story short, I was like, okay, I'm about to get up right now. Literally, I was telling myself I'm about to get up out this bed. Um, I was just fighting through. I don't know what was going on in my body, y'all. Mind you, I don't know what was going on. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna get up out this hospital bed. I'm gonna just stand up and I'm gonna walk out. But before I got out the hospital bed, obviously I had to take the tubes. I have to take all these wires off my body, right? So I literally took the wires off my body like this. I was just pulling them off. Like I'm not recommending this, y'all. This is on some like what do I call this? High God shit. You gotta know the God that's within you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta elevate yourself to a place where you can understand that you determine your destiny and your fate, no one else. So pretty much, boom, pulled all the wires off, and my sister was like, "Craig, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't leave the hospital. You have to get permission. You gotta ask them to sign you out. Where are you going? What are you trying to do? Just let them help you. Aren't you here for help?" I was like, "Look, Nicole, these people ain't really gonna help me the way I can help me. You know what I mean?" And that's just it. A lot of times we run to the doctors, we went to the hospital, we went to this person, we went to that person, and we asking these people to help us when they don't even give a damn about us. I'm telling you, most people don't give a damn about you. Let's be real. Come on now. Are they really concerned about your next meal? Like whether or not you eating right, whether or not you exercising, whether or not you meditating, whether or not you doing those things that bring you joy. Do people really care? I mean, come on, let's be real. I know we live in an age where like it's all about how many friends we got on social media, whether people are liking our posts and this and that. But most of these people is not our friends. Half of the people that's following people on social media definitely is not your friends. Some of them is actually stalkers. Just want to be in your business, know what you're doing. Um, just nosy. You know what I'm saying? Straight up nosy. Just looking, waiting for your next downfall so they can laugh. You know what I mean? And that type shit. So, all right. So basically, back to the story. So yeah, I take all the wires off me. I was like, she was like, well, are you gonna ask them to let you to sign you out? I was like, no. Why do I need permission to ask another person whether or not I could walk or not? Whether I could walk up out of this hospital. I'm not in jail. They not holding me prisoner. It's my life. It's my body. I determine what happens to it. Nobody else. Okay? No doctor, no lawyer, no judge, no court, no teacher, no whoever. Nobody but me. Nobody but you or nobody but the person inside this vessel can determine the fate and the destiny of that vessel. Nobody but the person inside your vessel, which is you, to determine your fate, to determine your destiny. Regardless of the situation, you just kind of gotta like whatever situation you're going through, you kind of gotta look at it and be like, okay, what do I want to happen? Don't go to the next person and be like, well, what do you want to happen? I mean, whose life is it? Is it yours or theirs? Know somebody. So once you determine and you fully convinced of what it is that you want to happen with your life, then you basically do what it is necessary to elevate yourself to reach that goal, that purpose for which you are placed here on this planet. Because we all have a purpose. I know I have a purpose. You got a purpose. All right. We ain't just here by chance. There's things that we all need to accomplish, and sometimes um, many of us have not accomplished all the things we want to accomplish. Most of us, right? So I was like, look, I have not accomplished all the things I want to do in life. There's a lot more in store for me. You know what I mean? Such as birth of having some babies. I ain't even had no children at the time. I was like, hell no. I'm leaving up out of here and I ain't had no kid yet. That's crazy. Like, shoot, I got I got at least make some more mini me's. You know what I mean? And let them come. Let that part of me come and be a part of leaving my legacy here on this planet, right? So yeah. So basically, I got up out of there, ripped the wires off, started walking out, grabbed my stuff, put my clothes on, cause yeah, I was in the hospital, whatever clothes. Took them off, threw them down. Look, I can keep y'all garbage. Put on my own clothes, right? My own shoes, and I walked up out of here. The whole time, my sister was like, "Hey, you sure about this?" I'm like, "Well, you see me walking, right?" She was just like, her jaw dropped, right? So I say all to say that no matter what you could go be going through physically, mentally, spiritually, we all have the power to determine our destiny. And that's just straight what it is. All right. Just like that. All right. Simple and plain. All right. There's no need to, um, like I said, think otherwise or give your power to anything else or anyone else. And I think a lot of times, especially with a lot of religions out here, people out here giving their energy to another force. Like, well, I'm gonna call her this god or that's god. I'm gonna call him this entity or that entity and see what they want to do, or see if they're gonna help me. You know what I mean? Oh, help me in my situation. Oh, poor me. No, help yourself. Do what it is you need to do to help yourself. Make the choice, make the decision, make the moves, right? And that's basically how I decided to live my life. Because at one time, I used to live my life based upon, oh, if my pastor's okay with this decision, I want to see what he thinks about it. Let me ask him for some advice, or let me speak to this person and see what they think about this situation. Maybe they'll help me with this situation. Not to say that you can't consult people because at times you can, but you got to look at them like a bouncing board. You just reflecting, you just bouncing your thoughts off of them. You're not asking them to make no decisions for you. You're not asking them to tell you what your life is going to be like the rest of your life. You just sharing, you can share your frustrations, you can share your challenges with people, and they can help you look at it from different angles so that you could make a determination on what you want to do. And that's just basically it. So, um, yeah. So thoughts are things, all right? And my thought was the thing of health. My thought is the thing of prosperity, all right? And the thing of basically me being a creator and a father and a lover and a friend and an artist and what I'm saying, businessman. These are the things that I decided that I want to be, and nobody and nothing can come against that. All right, I decide where I want to live, what house I want to be in, what property is mine. Well, it's basically our choice. As a man thinks, so is he. And so I would encourage everybody out there that no matter what thought comes in your mind, somebody's telling you this or that, and you feel it's contrary to what you feel or believe about yourself or know about yourself, because it's really not about belief, it's about knowing. All right, believing is like, oh, I think I may make it through this situation. Yeah, I believe so. But to know so, to know that you are victorious, that you are overcomer, that you are God or goddess, is the place that we all need to be at. Know thyself. Know thyself. Know thyself to be a God. A God is the creator, the the one who makes the decisions for your life. No one else but you. Alright? This is Craig the Creator signing out, y'all. Peace. One love. Namaste. Yeah. Okay. Trying to sign out. Where's my pen? So I can sign out.